Today is 13th July 2026, and I'm recording this video in order to record all the things that has happened in the whole day. This is the first video, and I'm recording it for my future self. I hope so he sees this. So today in the morning, I just took my sister and went to a school for an exam that was held in a school, and that would take me to I did not if she passed it. So I had to stay there for like 3 hours, and my school is in Port William. So I went there and I went to the library and studied there. I studied one the book. I took two books, but one was on sociology and the other was Great Thinkers. The name of the book was Great Thinkers. And in that book, a different personal, it was written on different personalities. So in that book, brief histories of different people were given. At first, it was about Charles Darwin, where he was born, what was his journey, and why he's so renowned. All those things were written there, his whole life, basically, but in briefly. And then in that book, Helen Keller was also there, then Swami Vivekananda was also there, then J. Krishnathan or something like that was also there, and Osho was also there, and then Karl Marx was also there. So I was able to read only about Karl Marx and Charles Darwin. Both fascinated me, and I want to read more about Karl Marx. Actually, what was the ideology that he was preaching to the people that I want to read, and about Charles Darwin also, the origins that a series of books that he made. I want to read that. Also, I will be gathering more knowledge on that because only one sentence that I can remember right now, or basically, I can remember many things, but the most important thing that I took from that book was Charles Darwin's theory. At last came up the theory that emotion, that is anger, love, envy, jealousy, and then gratitude, and then faith, it is only a quality that is present in human and not in animals. That was the final message that I think it is written in Origin's last part. That was about Charles Darwin, and then in Karl Marx, for him, basically his ideology was very strong about communism. That's what I felt after reading it. But his life was very sad because most of his life was spent in poverty. He had to roam from one country to another. At last, he settled in London, but also the conditions were not that good. And what I think he was able to stay in that condition was also because of his wife. The statement that his wife gave, that was in the book, is something like, uh, as Karl Marx used to write for different newspapers. So yeah, he was an editor. So there he had to scrap many different texts from different speeches and all, and his wife used to help him doing that. And in that time also they were very poor, but his wife said the statement that it was one of the best time of her life, one of the happy times of her life. So yeah, this was what I read today, and then I came home, and then I was feeling very tired and spent all the day. Basically, I did nothing and just went to gym, and yeah, building a V taper back is also one of my goals till December 2026. So I did most of the exercises related to that, and that's how my day ended. And most important, father came, Allah human being to our village for taking or care of the farming lands. He has given it in the right hands. So he won't be uh, getting directly, he won't be working there directly. So yeah, basically the person who took in charge is a good person according to, he's a very brave person according to father. If he will do his work very nicely, then it will be very beneficial for us and for him also. So yeah, and what I felt that my father's presence is also necessary. There are many things that I have said him to make him upset, yes, to make him upset, but to make him understand that what he's doing is wrong. But हिदायत देने वाला तो ऊपर वाला ही होता है. तो yeah, today he came and hope he'll be staying like this with us, and he'll be working on other things that would eventually reap better fruits for his future, for our whole family's future. So yeah, that's what that's for today. And again, this is a series that I'm gonna start till I achieve my goals. I'm doing it just for myself, yeah. But I'll uploading it in YouTube so that I don't have to stay still anywhere. And I hope so in future I'll see these videos when I'll be where I want to be. So yeah, bye and take care. Understanding key economic times is important.